Hi everyone, so welcome back to my channel Mathematic Girl Swati 3226. In this particular video, I'm going to cover this question, as you can see, as you can see already. So the question is, find dy dx at t equals 2 pi by 3 when x is equal to 10 times t minus sine t and y equals 12 times 1 minus cos t. Here I read this particular term as dy dx and not dy by dx, because it is not dy by dx. So never read it as dy by dx. It is simply dy dx. Okay, so let's start with the solution. We need to find the value of dy dx at this value t, which is 2 pi by 3. So let's start with whatever is given. Given is x equals 10 times t minus sine t. I'm going to make a detailed solution here so that you can understand each of the steps properly. So first simplify this. This is 10 into t and then minus 10 into sine t. Now we will differentiate this function with respect to t. So if I differentiate it, clearly this will become dx dt. And if I differentiate this, so 10 is the constant, so 10 will be outside. And derivative of t with respect to t is 1, so it is 1 minus 10 as it is because that's a constant. And we know that the derivative of sine t is cos t. So using this, clearly this will become cos t. So therefore, we have the value of dx dt, that is 10 minus 10 cos t. So if I take 10 common, so 1 minus cos t. This is the value we got for dx dt. Now let's find out dy dt. So let's write down the given information, and that is, since y is given 12 times 1 minus cos t, that means I can write down this as y equals 12 into 1 is 12 minus 12 cos t. Now, if I simplify this clearly, like of course, I need to differentiate both the sides with respect to t. So this will become dy dt. Derivative of 12 is 0 minus, because 12 is a constant, we know that the derivative of a constant is 0. And here we have 12 constant that I'll take outside. And derivative of cos t is minus sine t. I'm writing the formula here. The derivative of cos t is minus sine t. So using that formula, this will become into minus sine t. Now we know that minus minus is plus, so 0 plus 12 sine t is just 12 sine t, right? Because remember, this minus 12 into minus sine t is just 12 sine t, because minus into minus is plus, and 0 plus 12 sine t is 12 sine t. So we got the value for dy dt as well, which I'm putting as equation 2. What do we need to find out? We need to find out the value of dy dx at t equals 2 pi by 3. Okay, so there is another way to write down, that you write down this, and then you can just write down this as at t equals 2 pi by 3. Now, because we want to find out the value of dy dx, so clearly if I divide equation 2 by 1, that means dy dt, if I divide this by dy, okay, so 1 second, dy dt, this is not how I should write. So let me write down this properly. This is dy dt upon dx dt. This is actually dy dx. That is why we can write down dy dx as this form. Now dy dt, from equation 2, we have 12 sine t, the value. And from 1, we have 10 times 1 minus cos t. But we need to find out the value at t equals 2 pi by 3. So let's put the value. So this will become 12 times sine 2 pi by 3. And this will become 10 times 1 minus cos 2 pi by 3. Clearly 2 pi by 3. What is the value of pi here? It is 180. So if you simplify 2 pi by 3, it is actually 2 times 180 upon 3. That means 120. So it is actually 12 times sine. Okay, 1 second. Here I have put the value of t, so no t here. All right. Okay, so 12 times sine 120 I can write down. And here I can write down 10 times 1 minus cos 120. Now we simply need to simplify this. So let's write down this. This is 12 times sine 120. I can write down this as 90 plus 30 because 90 plus 30 is 120. Upon this, I can write down as 10 into 1 minus cos 120. I can write down as 90 plus 30, right? Now this I can write down as 12 times sine. Sine 90 plus theta has a formula cos theta. So using the formula sine 90 plus theta is cos theta. That means this will become cos 30. And upon 10 times 1 minus cos 90 plus theta is minus sine theta. So using these two formulas, this will become cos sine minus sine theta. So minus into minus will become plus, and this is sine 30. It's very simple. Now you just need to simplify this again by putting the value of cos 30 and sine 30. We know that the value of cos 30 is root 3 by 2. So therefore, this will simply become root 3 by 2 here. And in the denominator, we have 10 times 1 plus sine 30. The value of sine 30 is just half. So it is this. Now clearly this will get cancelled. So 2 times 6 is 12. So it is 6 root 3 upon, this is 10. If you take LCM here, this is 2. And this is also 2 and plus 1, right? So what I can do here is I can simplify this. This will become 5 here. So I'm getting 6 root 3 upon 5 times 2 plus 1 is 3. Now clearly this will also get cancelled. So I'm getting 2 root 3 upon 5. This is the answer for this particular question, which is a very, very important question. All right, let me write down this properly. Yes. So this is a very important question. This has already come in many, board exam. So I have basically taken this question because it has come in CBSE 2017, 2019, and 2021. So yes, I hope you understood this particular video, and thank you so much for watching my video. Keep supporting and keep loving me. If you have understood this video, don't forget to share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel as well. Thank you so much.